よしと。よし、映ってるね。はい。どうも、しばかずです。こういうも、ヴァンパイアザマスカレードスワンソングの続きからやっていこうと思います。前回までの配信分と、編集版は、概要欄にありますので、興味ある方は、ぜひ見てください。まあ、それで、編集版の方は、ちょっと、途中までなんで、最後、途中までなのと、ちょっとない部分があるんで、申し訳ないんですけど、その配信分でもちょっと配信外でやった部分があるんで、動画はあるんですけど、ちょっと編集しきれてないんで、その分は抜けてるんですけど、ご了承ください。では続きからやっていくんですけど、一応カレブのストーリーからになるようなので、昨日の続きからやっていこうと思います。ぜひ見ていってください。では始めていきます。ということで、まずガレブの能力を上げるということで、どうするかな。まず説得は一つ上げるか。で、こっち鍛えるかだね。鋼の言葉とかさ、なんかいろいろあるんだっけ。で、これ使うとさ、かなり使っちゃうよね。で、50% も上がんのか。威厳。ここ取っとくか。取っとくか。取っとくわ。で、ここも取れるんだけど、どうするかな。こっちも取りたいよね。セキュリティそろそろ上げとく。ちょっと、セキュリティ一つ上げとくか。で、ここ上げれないんだもん。で、向こうか。こっちの、じゃあ、ここを取りますか。じゃあ、これで。ゲームプレイ見れるね、なんかね。これでやってきます。じゃあ、いきます。
So the prince wasn't too disappointed?
She didn't express her gratitude, at any rate.
With you, she must not be used to failure. The others were pretty surprised, in fact.
Were they?
Some of them think you're not as motivated as you used to be. They think you're tired. They're wrong, aren't they?
どうするか。私を疑うべきではないんでしょうか。
Doubting me should not become a habit, Fang. I shouldn't have to reassure you.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one who needs to be reassured. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think that this setback will be an issue for our plans to...
A favor from the prince wouldn't have hurt. But it's not the be-all, end-all in determining your fate. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
会話力は互換性のあるすべての会話の選択肢に使用できる。会話力を使用するには選択ホイールの会話力を有効にし、会話オプションを選択する。会話力は一度の人しか発動できない。会話選択肢が選択されない限り力のオンオフも切り替えることが可能だ。会話力を使用すると上を生成する。脅迫をするべきな心理操作にしたいな。ゲ勝ってくれ。あー負けたじゃん。
You've already mentioned Beryl, and I told you not to do it again. Your interest in him is growing, and knowing him, he'll try to take advantage of that. Unless he already has.
You already warned me about him once. Beryl didn't try anything.
He hasn't yet. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fang, I'm going to have a word with him.
Oh? To Beryl? Why?
I trust you, but I don't trust him.
I asked you not to go near him. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear enough.
I thought the prince was gonna call for you any minute now.
I'm sure I'll have enough time to clear the air with him first, once and for all. While you're waiting, stay put.
As you wish.
Just one more, and then you can go.
ベレルのありがとうございます。ですね、結構1周目なんですけど、結構失敗したり回収しきれない部分があるんで、まあとりあえずストーリークリアして、まあ、どういう未来になるかわかんないんですけど、まあ1周目はとりあえずやってって、あと全部のタスクを回収できるように頑張っていきたいと思います。じゃあ行きますか、とりあえず。
Any news here?
Everyone is stressed out. I've never seen anything like it. They're all talking in hushed voices. They barely dare to look at each other.
People and their moods. I'm not interested in that.
I saw them take one of Jason Moore's bodyguards below. To question him, I imagine. That could be of interest to you. Say, how are things with the girl?
Excuse me.
It's Zhu Feng, right?
She's not a girl.
Things going okay?
Yes, things are fine.
She seems worried.
Don't worry about her.
Do you think you'll embrace her soon?
As soon as possible, once the prince gives me permission.
You met Fang at MIT, didn't you?
I first discovered her by reading one of her articles.
What does she write?
She studies the blue economy.
To each his own. I don't even know what that means.
It's about hope. A hope of making up for centuries of exploitation.
Since when are you concerned about that?
Since I saw Beryl poison our kind.
Blood or money? I've never embraced anyone.
How come?
The story of my life and my unlife. I have no progeny, mortal or otherwise.
By choice?
Yes and no. When things weren't so strict, I could have asked, but I didn't have anyone in mind. Not like you and Fang. Now it's too late, as I've clearly been made to understand.
You shouldn't have any regrets, Sylvia. Sometimes your progeny can be quite a disappointment.
I've already heard that from my own parents. Be that as it may, I hope the prince will allow you to do it.
I don't know.
I hope last night isn't weighing on you too heavily.
I'm all right.
The prince won't base her decision on just that. You've already proven your worth, Mr. Bazori.
We'll see about that. I'd better be going.
See you.
I'll wait for you here.
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue. Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
決断する。エレベーターへ繰り返されたという。
Caleb, our secret agent is back already. The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her primogen. Even Beryl is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him.
Are you still not talking?
You could say that.
Any regrets?
I don't see why I would have any regrets.
That's no surprise. Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time. Otherwise, they end up making a mess of things.
But trying to influence them is pointless.
You must be subtle about it, that's all. I give Amem just enough freedom so that she doesn't completely hate me. But I know exactly how to make her do whatever I want. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Fang?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
No, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
Mr. Bazori, your child is in his office.
Caleb, by all means, make yourself right at home.
Feng used this glass, so she's been here. I don't like the sound of that. Beryl used this glass. He only drinks with mortals. It sets them at ease. Beryl, always ready to jump at the slightest opportunity. bespoke suits, of course. Our taste for luxury.
うーん。
You? Here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Beryl. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You'd better confess.
Are you threatening me? That's beneath you.
You're not an authority on dignity.
I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
Stop it right now. I know you saw Feng. Right here. I already told you not to speak to her again.
Come again?
Don't try to deny it. You spoke to her.
Fine. She came here. I don't see what the problem is.
What exactly is driving you?
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Feng still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she? To choose whom
深い
she
戦いの
sees.
決めじゃん。
We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
I sensed her presence.
I did ask her to stop by.
むずい。うん。
There was no obligation. None whatsoever. And I don't think she regretted our meeting at all. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice. To help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You're wrong if you think she needs help. She'll learn how to cope on her own. It will make her stronger.
Is that why you're lecturing me? Your definition of on her own, no doubt.
You think this is a time to test semantics?
No, I've lost my taste for games. You've made your position
No,
extremely
Martin.
clear. One word of advice, though. Maybe you should ask her for her opinion every once in a while. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken. I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment. The distance. Disdain.
If it's pity you're after, that just goes to prove you never really knew me at all. Don't try to compare yourself to Fang. It won't be to your advantage. She's humble and wants to make the world a better place.
You think my feet leave no prints in this world?
The tracks you leave lead only back to you. Unlike hers, you defile everything you touch. You belong to the past, Beryl. You're finished. Fang is the future of the Camarilla. She's not like you, and she never will be.
Ah, such eloquence, which never ceases to surprise me. You've always wielded words with such deadly skill. But there is one small detail it seems you have forgotten. You won't be there for much longer.
What?
Think about it. You're the oldest person in this city now. It gnaws at you like it does all the elders. You can feel it inside you, and it will grow until you finally give in. How long do you think it will be before you leave too?
Hmm. 無理だな。あげれないもんな。
I'd weigh your words. One might think you actually want me gone.
Far be it from me to want that.
Yet you seem so eager to replace me, even purring up to Fang. That doesn't seem like a very loyal attitude to have.
I won't let you question my loyalty.
Then do something to prove it. Then we'll talk.
Actually, if I understand you right, and I think I do, we're of the same mind. With a few minor differences.
Is that so?
We both want what's best for Fang. So then why can't I see her?
Hmm. Hmm. どうするか2つ上も使えないもんな。下するか。うん。ちょっとなんか違う。
You are my progeny, my only child, and I'm here to ask you one very simple thing. Think of it as a favor if you want.
But you don't see that I think I'd be doing you a disfavor. Fang needs to talk, and your only child is a precious resource, don't you think?
上結局使えないからな。お前に釈明することなどないじゃん。
I don't owe you an explanation. I don't ask you about what you do with your retainers.
I don't
あ、ダメだ。
I'm coming to see you. Why treat me any differently? For once, I was looking out for someone. I know you think I'm selfish, a manipulator, but things aren't always black or white. You of all people should know that. I'm worried for Fang. She needs someone because you can't be there for her all the time.
I thought I had made myself clear. I don't want to hear about any more secret meetings between the two of you.
Have no fear. I know what I must do.
Watch yourself.
I think we've said just about all there is to say.
負けちゃったね。
You'd best be going.
I wasn't planning on staying. Be sure of that.
It's been a pleasure. Please excuse me if I don't see you out.
勝てなかったな。
He's unpredictable. I need to take more drastic measures if I want to stop him from causing trouble.
エレベーターで一回返すとレトの呼びかけに応じる。
It's locked from the inside. Caius again. They locked it down. Too late to go see him. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
ダメだったのか、回収しきれなかったのか。
I've seen princes come and go. In the end, it always comes down to a struggle for power between the prince and their primogen. Hazel is strong, but will she last much longer?
If only Hazel would listen to
A rose, of course. Divas sure love their theatrics.
Galen, you don't come here often. Sorry, things are a little hectic here. As you can see.
What's going on?
Code Red. We're destroying all of our files. Following protocol.
You're destroying all our files?
No, not everything. Obviously. Some information needs to be saved. The rest will be a treasure trove for anyone who wants to harm us. That's what's got to disappear. It's a huge undertaking. And of course, Hazel's putting major pressure on me. I think she holds me responsible for what happened with Journey. That little bitch got me in trouble.
It's her job. She's trying to keep us from going down with the ship, no matter the cost.
I agree. And you know how much I love Hazel. But it's starting to get hard to manage. My efficiency might be the stuff of legend. But even I make mistakes. How about you? Is everything all right?
After last night, who could say that?
I mean, you know, your condition.
My condition?
You know, you're the eldest among us now.
It almost sounds like you don't trust me.
I'm worried. You'll leave like all of those before you. And you'll screw up everything. With the SI hunting us down, we need to know who we can rely on.
And I'm unreliable?
You tell me.
What does Hazel think?
She trusts you.
So, you would be well advised to follow her lead.
I prefer to think for myself. I was wondering, what is it like? Do you hear voices? Does it come at you all at once?
It's more like a feeling. A light one at first. Then it grows and grows till it becomes unbearable.
It doesn't look so unbearable for you.
I'm hanging on, but you shouldn't worry about it. You're still very young.
Listen to us. Talking about growing old, like mortals do.
負けた。失敗だよ。
I know you, April. I've never seen you so concerned.
It's because you never come to see me. I've got a lot on my plate. Nothing as big as this. But still, we all have responsibilities.
なかなか
And
勝
not
てねえ
just in the
な。
field, you know.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Forgive me, but I doubt it. I really need to get back to work.
Good luck.
I'm completely overwhelmed. We're not moving fast enough. If we don't work faster, Hazel's gonna freak out.
Journey's sire, I believe, went east, as did mine.
Please, April is really tense. Emergencies are piling up.
There's no point in hanging around here bothering me. It's going to take me a while.
Very well, Mr. Sheriff. Please excuse me.
.まあこの辺のちょっと資料なんか特になんかありそうってわけでもないけど、一応調べるだけ調べた方がいいよね。
My sire collected books too. He left them all behind when he left.
If you've got a question, take it to Ms. Bosley. I'm sorry, I really don't have time right now. It's like we spent all these years working for nothing.
The pile's not getting any smaller.
あ、シュレッダーかけてんのか。一応上をしのぐか。
I'm sorry, but I need to take a break. もう会うに行くしかないか。だけどセーフゾーンも探さなきゃな。セーフゾーンここじゃねえの、そもそも。でセーフゾーンここだよね。この女性をいただくか。 Okay, sure.
よしと。じゃあ行くか。もう回収しようがないもんね。しようがないっていうか。
The prince is ready to see you now.
Great.
Galo,
My prince.
we were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him. And that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
I spoke with Beryl. He's up to something.
The problem with your child is that he's always up to something. How am I supposed to know if it's not in my best interest?
We must keep an eye on him.
You're not telling me everything, Caleb. I'm your prince. You know you can trust me.
I don't understand him anymore. I forbade him from seeing Zufang, but he disobeyed. It's all one big, twisted game for him.
That's a strictly personal matter.
Who knows what he's really hiding?
Of course, like all the others. It's impossible to have anyone you can trust in this court, even in the middle of the worst crisis we've ever faced.
ちょっとないな、会話能力がちょっ
soon
と。
be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
Did you read Jara Drory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Cataponis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delson was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Sending me there. That seems to be a rather bold choice.
I don't see anyone better for the job.
Infiltration isn't really my specialty.
You'll be dealing with Kine. You'll be a fox in a henhouse. I'm not worried about you. And Delson knows how to get you in.
Oh, that changes everything.
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people, to avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My prince.
ちょっと回収しきれなかったね。むずいわ、結構やっぱり。あ、MM だ。さあ、MM。ここ上げるか。あとは、サイコメンタリー。ここも上げたいな。OK。こっちも上げるか。で、こっちは、ここ、精神も上げる。 どうすっかな。推理。あともう上げれないか。まあ、こんな感じでいいかな。うん。これでいきましょう。では MM のストーリーも続きにやっていきますか。うん。
I'm guessing you tipped Bazori off to the traitor? Yes. Any news? Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything. Not for long. You'll bounce back. Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
Your wish is my command.
I always knew I could count on you. You're a true ally, a loyal one, a future asset in my Primogen. But one thing at a time. Before we get there, I have another favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them. From the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see. Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales.
They
can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us. Let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with the idea of sending them to be slaughtered. It's despicable.
It's just politics. And it's probably your only chance to come back in one piece.
What if I refuse?
I won't let you. Your conscience is of no concern to me. The only thing that matters is our survival. And too bad if it keeps you up at night.
The true face of the Camarilla. Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money. Favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task. Not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
ちょっとあれだな、通信がバチバチすんな。じゃあやってくか。宮廷を離れボストンの、なんて言うんだろうね、ハント陣。とりあえず行きますか。なんかいるね。
MM, there you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
できた時ここに行ってなっていやこれで
Don't apologize. I missed you, McAndrews. The Jefferson Library, it was hell. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it. That I wouldn't see you again.
Excuse me?
That's all that inspires in you?
You haven't spoken to me like that since our breakup. I'm just a little surprised.
What are you talking about?
ちょっとなんかマイクの
We
調子が
never broke up. It's been 30 years, MM.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
入れちゃったごめん消えちゃった
Yeah.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
When I was there with the Tremere, I saw things.
ちょっとマイクバチバチになるからちょっと切りますね
It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
I saw my attack. with the nights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want. That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well. Let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
'A little heavy on the rum.
ここ赤くなったの？ああ、そっか、吸ったからか。
Hey, Sylvia.
Hey, how are things? Let me know if you need anything.
まあ、退出する前にいろいろ調べると。エイプリルボスリーのオフィスのエレベーターを使って講師の部屋へ行く。
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
You're a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now, shake a leg.
All right, you heard her. Double time.
.この辺見たしな。
Ma'am,
There you are. I've been looking for you for hours. Where have you been?
Do I know you?
Ha, yeah, you're a real comedian. Seriously, where have you been?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've ever met.
What the hell? What's the matter with you?
Shit. My little visit to the Warlocks. I think it left a mark. I'm sorry, I'm really confused.
Are you fucking kidding me? Ma'am, we've always been there for each other. You're my twin flame.
I don't remember.
What a fucking nightmare. What's going on? We were... Damn it. I'm sorry, I have to think.
I'd better hurry.
あ、これ言っちゃうと終わりになるのか。ちょっと待って、そしたらその前に退出する前に探索を続ける。
Everything's gotta go. That's good. That too. And that. What's that? ID card? 1963? Obsolete. Hey, ma'am. Sorry, we're a little busy here.
Oh, I hope there won't be another attack.
It's all gotta go. I'm gonna go get a drink soon.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but if you're looking for Mr. Underwood, I think he just left.
The arena. Hilda's favorite playground. I don't know if I'd manage as well as she does. Annals on the First Inquisition. How morbid.
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
This これ何の部屋なんだこれ。
I didn't think he was into this kind of thing. Dijon left. Rats are the first to flee the sinking ship.
What is this? ああ、これ、ここ来たよね、一回。あ、こう戻ってきたのか。
All right, one more bite.
結局同じとこに着くのか。そしたら行くか。開始しようがなくないかわかんない。あ、なんかある。
Alcohol. Ew. I always hated that smell.
Eternity can offer. Death? The feeling isn't as unpleasant as one might expect.
Death?
It's nothing compared to what eternity can offer.
Unfortunately, I'll have to take your word for it.
Oh, you'll discover it for yourself soon enough, my dear. I'm sure of that.
Alcohol. Ew. I always hated that smell. Zhu Fang? I didn't know that Gaelick's protege was such a big deal.
Sylvia, darling. What a night.
Can I get you a vessel, Miss Bosley?
No thanks. Your juice bags are nice, but they lack...
Zeus had chosen flower to reign over all others, the rose would be queen. A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it.
Hmm.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. I get the feeling something's missing. I get the feeling something's missing. I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
鍵手に入れたな。
I should go. It's gonna be a long night. First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
あれやっぱどっかにあんのかな。鍵手には入れたけど。ボストン小島と。まあしょうがねえか。はい。まあ今回はそしたら MM のストーリーまでということで、次の次回に持ち越しってことで、なかなかそうですね、 いろいろ回収できないでいますけど、まあ1周目はしょうがないのかなっていうので腹をくくってますんで、2周目に向けていろいろ経験値を貯めていきたいと思います。それではご視聴いただきありがとうございました。おそらく次はレイシャなのかなとは思っています。興味ある方はまた見てくれたら嬉しいです。ありがとうございました。では失礼いたします。おやすみなさい。